So ఈరోజు టాపిక్ హౌ టు కనెక్ట్ టు AWS ఇన్స్టెన్స్ కన్సోల్కి ఎలా టెర్మినల్కి ఎలా కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి యూజింగ్ SSH. So this will be a short video. Once this is done, we'll go to EBS. So let me launch an instance. This instance we will launch using SSH keys. All these days what we did, we just ignored SSH keys. So now we'll see what are SSH keys and how to connect to our Linux instance. Same web server example I'll take Ubuntu T2 micro, and here we need to use the key pair. So if you already have some key pairs, you can use them, else I'll show you how to create a new key pair. So create, we'll go with RSA. I will show both PEM and PPK. PEM is generally used for Linux and Windows also if you are using Git bash, and for Mac operating systems. So we have for Windows with OpenSSH like Git bash, and for Mac OS and for Linux operating system we use PEM. And for PuTTY in Windows we have something called PuTTY, we use PPK. I'll show both. For now this is PEM, will download, create key pair. So demo OpenSSH PEM I'll say. Fine. Demo OpenSSH, create key pair, launch instance. So once instance is launched, I'll just give an overview. This is my laptop and I want to do some activity on my EC2 instance. This is my instance. So this is my EC2. So from laptop I need to connect to this instance and do some activities. So ఇది Windows machine కాదు, Linux machine కాబట్టి you will get a terminal. Everything is command line. So how do we connect అన్నది ఇప్పుడు మనం చూస్తున్నాం. So let this instance be loaded. Yeah, now it is running. What I have to do, I have to get the public IP address of this instance. If you click on connect, you will get the username. Username is Ubuntu. So depending on what operating system you have taken, the username may change. If it is Amazon Linux, the username is EC2-user. So we'll take Amazon. In the next example, we'll take Amazon instance and I'll show you that. So I'll take public IP. Is terminal visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we just downloaded one key. Key name was demo-OpenSSH. So using that key, that is under downloads folder. So wherever I am, I have to go to that download folder, or I can directly use full path. So SSH is a command. -i is your key name. Demo OpenSSH is your key name, whatever key you have. And username is like username @hostname. This should be your format. So our username is Ubuntu. @hostname is your IP address. So SSH -i demo OpenSSH Ubuntu IP address. Copy this, paste it. So first time it will ask you for the confirmation is this key yours. There will be a fingerprint available. Just you need to compare so that you know this key is yours. That all is not required for now. You just need to type S in order to connect. Done. Now you are connected to Ubuntu machine. If you see, this is your Ubuntu machine, and here IP address will be private IP, it will be printed. So if you compare your private IP address 172.31, so 172.31, 56.31, 56.31, it matches. So the host name, this is your host name. So same thing is this one. Cool. So this is how you connect using your Linux machine or your
Sir,
Git
without if
bash or
you
your Mac. Any doubts here?
uh, like without open directly, if we give the username and domain name
Okay.
FQD, whether it will connect or it should mandatory to give the key.
Key is mandatory. Without, if I exit, if I don't give key, it says permission denied. See,
Okay.
key is
So
So
mandatory.
so
every time
so
we should give. So
Sorry.
every
so
time we
here
should give.
Yeah, go ahead.
so
So
here
every
what
time we should. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
so for my understanding,
mm,
so what we are trying to do here, like we created one web server. So inside that web server, we are trying to connect to the command prompt in that particular server.
correct. So why we are connecting to troubleshoot or to do some command executions or to perform some security issues or for testing purpose, whatever it is, in order to do something on this instance, we will connect. So we'll be increasing the volume in the next video. So we'll see how to increase EBS volume. For that, we need to connect to the instance. So that is the reason I'm showing you this, how to connect to EC2 instance. So
Okay.
whenever there is a requirement, my volume is almost 90% full. I want to increase the volume to, like for example, my volume is 100 GB. I want to
Mm-hmm.
increase to 200 GB. So how to increase? In order to increase the volume, I need to SSH to instance and I have to perform some commands so that my volume will be increased. So to do that, some activities to, if you want to connect to this instance and do some activities, then you need to follow these steps.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time in production we don't log in. In non-production instances, we just log in and we'll be doing some testing, some activities we'll be doing. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So this we tried from Git Bash. We'll be seeing how to do it from Putty.
So one more doubt.
Mm.
By using infra Terraform, can we
Okay.
perform these actions, or it is like we have to do as you shown right now?
No,
Is
we
this
can
the
do
only
using
method, or
Terraform as well. Terraform also uses similar approach. It requires a key. PEM key is required for Terraform as well. And there is something called provisioners. Using providers, you know already, right? AWS provider. In the same way, you have provisioners. Using provisioners, you have to SSH and run the commands. So Terraform will do instead of you. You can do that using Terraform also. I'll show you that example as well.
fine. Okay.
But in initially before running from Terraform on test machines, you will do manually. You will understand the process. Then you will go and do it from Terraform in the production machine. That is the reason I was saying in production you will not SSH manually. On test and dev machines you will do everything. And once you are confirmed or once you are comfortable with all the things, all approvals are done, then you will go to production by Terraform.
Okay.
Okay, clear? So now let's see how to do it using PuTTY. So what is PuTTY? PuTTY is a SSH client for Windows. So if you are on Windows, to connect to Linux machines, you need PuTTY. So from Windows to
PEM
Windows,
also
we have
used
something called
in,
RDP.
sorry, Madhu. PEM
Sorry.
also can be used for Windows also, right?
No, from Windows to Windows, you have something called RDP. So
No. The one which you just explained, the PEM one can also be used for Windows.
no, now from if you are using PuTTY, you cannot use PEM. You have to use PPK. So this instance I'll terminate. You have converters. From PEM you can convert into PPK. PPK you can convert into PEM. So using converters, you can convert and use it. Else, while launching itself, you have an option. Let me show you. Let me delete all the keys. What all you create keys, you can see it under key pairs. I'll delete all the keys. Done. One more option is you can create key pairs from here itself. While creating key pair from here, you need to, if I click on this, you have an option PPK or PEM. So you can choose here and use the same key. Else you can create while launching the instance as well. Another option is you can import the key. So if I already have a key with me, I can use the same key for launching, like the one which we used for GitHub. The key we generated and we launched GitHub. We use the same key in GitHub. Same key you can use it here. So actions, you can say import key pair. So import will ask you public key. So you have to paste your public key content here. Using the same key, you can log in. So that also is possible. If you're so you can do cat dot ssh id underscore dot pub. This key can be used here, and you can connect using your own key. That is one option, import, or else you can create your own key. So for this example, I'll create one key, that is PPK for PuTTY. If you are using PuTTY, you have to use PPK. Windows key, PPK. So my PPK is downloaded. Now I'll go and launch instance. Launch instance. Same web server example. This time I'll take Amazon Linux instead of Ubuntu. So key pair, Windows key. Launch instance. Is PuTTY visible?
No.
Now is it visible?
No. Now it's clear.
Okay, cool. So here we need to give the host name. Same thing you can use like username @hostname. So username for this instance will be, if you click on connect, you will get the username. EC2-user is the username, but I'll show you once we connect, click on connect, you will get the username here. EC2-user and the IP address. So I need to, so EC2-user @hostname and your PEM key. Without PEM key, it says permission. I'll show you. If I say open, if I click S, it says no supported authentication. Permission denied, it says. Okay, now what we'll do?
We are not able to see, Madhu.
Okay. You got actually got permission denied error. Fine, I'll again show it. Is putty visible now?
No.
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 Okay. Now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. EC2 hyphen user @ IP address, and you need to give your PPK. To give the PPK, you have to go under SSH, authentication, browse, and under downloads, you have that PPK. Just give that PPK and now click open.
Now we are able to see terminal.
You are able to see terminal?
Only terminal only is showing.
No, your terminal, not put it,
Oh,
not
okay.
put it.
Git bash.
Git bash
It's
you are
Git
seeing.
bash.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. This is a actual process. Nothing much. It will go and connect to the terminals. That's it. You just need to give the SSH key, your username, and your host name. That's it. Clear? So we use
the
Git bash most
putty
of
we
the
have to
time. No need of
import.
using putty now.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
So
we need to
no need
import
of
the
using
putty
putty.
and we need to username and host name.
Correct. But even Windows is supporting SSH from command line now. No need of using putty nowadays. If I go to CMD, if you don't have Git bash also, you can use it from command line. Let me show you that.
So earlier it is not supporting. Now it is
No,
supporting.
earlier it was not supporting. Now it is support. So no need of putty at all. Can you see my command prompt?
Yes.
So SSH command is available now. Earlier it was not there. So if I do SSH, it gives all the options. So SSH -I, same options. Downloads. I deleted that key, so it will not connect, but I'll just give you the example. Same command. So demo, open SSH. Where is that key?
.pem.
Demo open SSH pem. See, SSH -I, demo open SSH.pem, EC2 hyphen user @ and your IP address. It will say permission denied because we deleted this key. Same command works. So I'll show you that permission denied error. Okay. So you got
Last line.
permission denied error. Clear? Same. So no need of putty now. Just I'm giving what is PPK. PPK stands for putty private key. So nowadays nowhere it is used. It's fine. We can directly use command line to connect to your Linux machines.
But
SSH is a command.
over here in Windows CMD we are specifying .pem
Yeah,
instead of
even in
PPK.
Linux, even in terminal, we specified that. If you see our previous
Yeah,
commands.
in Git bash. Yeah, in
Git
Git
bash
bash you
also we
provided.
provided that. See.
Okay. No, right now you provided there, but you have created a key pair. I mean, using this PEM, na, like, but for putty, you just right now created using PPK.
Correct. For
And,
putty, you need PPK file. For command prompt SSH client, if it is not putty and SSH client, when you are using SSH command, that is SSH client. So SSH command requires PEM file. Only for putty, we need PPK. So this is not putty, right? This is a command prompt, and we are using SSH command. So this uses PEM file only. So only putty software uses PPK files.
So if you are trying to connect that is the instance from the command prompt using command prompt and git bash, so we required PEM.
PEM file, correct.
If you wanted to connect from the putty, then we require the PPK.
PPK, correct. If you are having PEM file and you want to convert that into PPK, you have a software called Puttigen. So Puttigen, what it does, it will convert your PEM file to PPK file. That is not required nowadays. That's the reason I'm not concentrating on that. Earlier, it was very much required. Now now the Windows itself is giving SSH command, so you can use that. Okay.
Okay.
Just for your information, there are two types of files. One is PEM and another is PPK. PPK is used for putty and PEM is used everywhere. Windows, Linux, Mac, everywhere. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
So once again, I'll launch one instance, and what I'll do, I'll just connect it from command prompt, CMD. So for this, I'll terminate this instance. I'll delete this key. I'll create a new key pair. CMD PEM. Okay, from command prompt, I'm launching.
PPK undi.
Oh, PPK. Cool. Thank you. Let me create it. Create Windows CMD PEM. Okay, now launch instance. AWS EC2 key pair Windows PEM. Launch. Okay, this is I'm in downloads folder. Let me get my IP address. So because this is AWS instance, the username will be Windows CMD PEM .pem extension, and the username is EC2-user @IP address. Until this is in running state, it will say timed out or permission denied error. Let's wait until it is under running state. Yeah, now it is running state. Yes. And now I'm in EC2 user. Now all Linux commands will work. Clear?
Clear, Anna.
Okay.